Yes, a very good evening, everyone. I hope you all can able to hear me, right? Can you please confirm in the chat box so that we'll start our session? Yeah, very good evening. Okay, so it's already 3:10. So without any delay, like we'll start our session. Already we started our concept averages in yesterday's class. Okay, so we'll just quickly revise for 5 minutes, like what we discussed in yesterday's class. Okay, so you all know that like average can be calculated by using one traditional formula. So average is equals to sum of observations by number of observations, right? So and we discussed a few shortcuts in yesterday's class, like average can also be calculated by using different methods. Okay, like first method, traditional method that everybody knows, and second method, we can also calculate average by considering the middle number as an average, right? So middle number or first number plus last number by 2. But you should remember one point, like whenever you are considering that average is equals to middle number or first number plus last number by 2, so that series should be in arithmetic progression. What actually means by arithmetic progression? So arithmetic progression is all about when a given series is in common difference. So all the consecutive numbers will be having a common difference. So we can say that the given series is in arithmetic progression, right? So whenever we want to say either or taking directly a middle number or first number plus last number by 2, you should make sure that the given series should be in arithmetic progression. And also at the last 5 to 10 minutes, like we discussed about one chocolate method. What actually chocolate method in averages is all about equal distribution. So let's consider a small example. If everybody in the class, okay, let's consider each student is having 12 chocolates each, then obviously irrespective of the count in the class, so all the students is having 12 chocolates each, the average will becomes the same number. That's what we discussed, and we solved a few questions in yesterday's class. Okay, let's continue with the same PPT. So we'll solve remaining questions from the averages concept. Okay, let's start with this question. Okay, if you observe the question, as I said, guys, do remember one particular point. Whenever you are solving any particular question, either it may be from averages or any other concepts in aptitude, so make sure that you should understand the question clearly and then you just put on the logic. Okay, so let's consider here this question. The average age of 36 students in a class is 14 years, and when teacher's age is included, the average is increased by 1. So they are asking us to calculate what will be the teacher's age. Okay, let's say how basically students will start solving this particular kind of question. Okay, I'll just explain you by using a traditional method, and then we'll think about the logic of chocolate method, what we discussed in yesterday's class. Okay, let's consider average is equals to sum of observations by number of observations. First, you should understand the logic. Okay, so the average age of here, how many students we have? 36 students. So average age of 36 students is 14 years. They're talking about all 36 students average age is 14 years. Now I can substitute in place of average, they clearly given it as 14 years, and they're talking about 36 students. So I would say that sum of 36 students age. Okay, sum of 36 students age divided by 36. Now you will get, if you cross multiply this 36 14 times, so you will get sum of all 36 students age, you will get it as, okay, 36 14 times. Very simple, guys. Whenever you are getting these complicated calculations, okay, you just understand the logic of multiplication here. Let's consider 36 14 times, right? Obviously it will be difficult to calculate without using pen and paper or calculators, but I would say that better calculate 36 10 times. We all know that 36 10 times is 360. Okay, next you need to calculate 36 4 times. So if you are feeling burden of calculating 36 4 times, you can also calculate 36 2 times is 72. Again, you can double the 72, 144. So what you need to do is you need to add, so 360 plus 144, that is what your final answer. So I would say that it is 504. Okay, so I can say that, so sum of 36 students age is 504. Next, the same logic I am going to apply after teacher included. So when teacher's age is included, if you observe the condition here, when teacher's age is included, average is increased by 1. So what will be the earlier average? It is just 14. So what is average now? So it is 15. They're not talking about average becomes 1. They are talking about average is increased by 1. So when average is increased by 1, so 15, sum of, now here sum of 36 students, Now additionally one teacher added, right? So plus one teacher, what will be the count here? So it will be 37. Now sum of 36 students plus one teacher age will be 37 15 times. You just need to multiply 37 into 15. Here we can calculate 370 plus 37 5 times, so which will be half of that. So I would say that 5 5 5. So I can say that 37 15 times is 555. Now if you observe here, we got, let's consider this equation is 1. So sum of 36 students age is 504, and here we got it as sum of 36 students plus one teacher age is 555. Now they are asking us to find that one particular teacher age. So I can easily substitute this equation 1, whatever the value we got, sum of 36 students age of 504, I can substitute here 504 plus one teacher age is equals to 555. So now one teacher age will be, I can say that it is 51. So because this 504 will go to the right hand side, 555 minus 504, so which is equals to 51. So the teacher's age is 51. And here there is no wonder of calculating all these steps, okay, but my concern is very simple. So you just imagine you will get 1 or 1.5 minute in a competitive exam to solve any questions from aptitude. If you keep on solving a question by using all these steps, okay, how long you will take? Either might be thinking about logic or might be calculation speed. So you can take any point. Okay, obviously it is difficult to solve this particular question in 1 or 2 minutes. So my small suggestion is, whenever you are going with the formula wise, okay, my suggestion is not to go with this particular method, because 99% of the students, even not only the students, even if you search the same question even in ChatGPT, even ChatGPT will gives you a traditional method, right? So my point is, better not to follow this formulation method. So whenever you have complete or sufficient time to calculate, you can follow this method. See, you will get answer, but my concern is all about time. So within that 1 or 1.5 minute time, you can able to solve. Here I got the teacher's age is 51 years. But if you think logically, so here what happened, it is, I just remember the formula, I substituted all the values in the formula, I got an answer. But my point is, so you just think about the logic, you can able to solve this particular question just less than 20 to 30 seconds. How? Okay, yesterday we discussed some point like chocolate method. What actually chocolate method deals is, if everybody in the class is having equal number of chocolates, let's say each person is having 7 chocolates, so I would say that the complete average of the class becomes 7. That's what actually chocolate method deals with. Now if you observe, there are 36 students. Okay, listen the logic clearly. There are 36 students in a class, their average is 14 years. Now what I can assume, so we have total 36 students, each student leave about 14 years or age or weight, whatever it is. I'm just considering first person is having 14 chocolates, second person is having 14 chocolates, third person is having 14 chocolates. Likewise, all 36 students, each person is having 14 chocolates, then obviously average would become 14. Now my point, if you observe, all 36 students, each student is having 14 chocolates, so to become average is 14. Now what happened in the scenario? Teacher came. Okay, teacher came to the class. Okay, average is increased by 1. Means obviously what it denotes, whatever the chocolates that student have, each student is having 14 chocolates. Now when teacher enters into the class, average is increased by 1, means each student is having 15 15 15 and so on. All 36 students having 15 chocolates each. Even teacher also is having 15 chocolates, because when teacher included, average become increased by 1. Okay, so that's the reason, along with all 36 students in a class, even teacher is also having 15 chocolates. Now just imagine, teacher while coming to the class, okay, whatever the chocolates that he or she has, okay, now my point is, when teacher coming to the class, she should bring how many extra chocolates to distribute to the students? Very simple, along with the 15, additionally, to distribute 1 chocolate to each student, okay, he or she, okay, should bring 36 extra chocolates to give 1 chocolates to each and every children in the class, to make it average 15. So along with 15, okay, they should bring 36 extra. So 15 plus 36, which will gives you 51. That is what teacher's age. So if you observe the logic clearly, so what we have done hardly here is everybody in the class, we assumed it as same number, and when a extra person, either it may be teacher or any other extra person, so average become increased by 1. So means average becomes 15. So that's what where teacher is having 15 chocolates as well as along with 15. Okay, they should bring actually 36 extra chocolates to distribute each chocolate to every children. Okay, that's what the logic here. The teacher while coming to the class, he or she should bring 51 chocolates. That is what the teacher says. Okay, now I hope you can maintain a proper notes for this. Okay, if you are not yet, okay, so write down each and every logic clearly. I'll just give you 1 minute time. I can see it in the chat box, whatever the answers that you posted. Okay, guys, can you please confirm whether did you understand this logic or not? Yeah, very good. Okay. Now I'll tell you a simplest way, even more simplest way to understand the same question. Okay. So even you can solve by using this logic. You know what happens? A little complication while using this particular logic. See, there are 3 different cases where you might get questions in averages. Let's consider the same scenario. Here, along with the students, now one new person is getting added, right? Either it may be teacher or any other person. So let's consider the second scenario. Here one person added, next scenario is one person removed. Let's assume that in our class there are 50 students are there. If one student left the class, the average will fluctuate, right? Average will change. Either it may increase or obviously it will decrease. One person leaves the class, so average will decrease. So here, what is the weight or age of the student who left the class? They might ask a question like this. So one is person added, next one is person removed, and third scenario is person replaced. Okay, so replace in the sense, okay, instead of one person, one new person will come. In the sense, like where addition and subtraction both happens, we consider that condition as a replacement. Okay, the person who is already in the class will leave the class, and then in the place of that, a new person will come. So that's where the condition of replacement comes. Okay, I'll explain you all 3 scenarios in a sequence. Okay, but you know, I'll tell you easiest way to understand or to solve these type of questions other than even chocolate method. Even that also will be considered as chocolate method. Let's consider here, whenever you are solving these type of questions, do remember, so count, average. Write 2 points here, count and average. So what is a count here initially? How many students are there? So you can write 36 students count. So what will be their average? So I can easily see that 14 years. So 36 students, average is 14 years. Now, obviously when one person added or one person removed, count will change, right? So what is a count now? When teacher age is included, means count becomes 37 because one person extra added. Count becomes 1 plus 1. Okay. Now average becomes increased by 1, right? Average is increased by 1 means average becomes 15. Now here I didn't do anything here. Whatever the conditions given in the question, I have written it clearly. So count and average method. So count is 36, average is 14. When new person added, count is increased by 1. So average is increased by 1. Now if you observe, what you need to do is next step, okay, take difference on both sides. Here one person added and here also one person added. So plus 1 and plus 1. Now whatever the difference here you have, left hand side difference, do remember left hand side difference will be multiplied with the last number. Okay, left hand side difference will be multiplied with the last number. 1 into 15. So which means 15. So right hand side difference, whatever the difference, this will be multiplied with the first number. Okay, so 1 into 36 plus 36, which will gives you 51, the age of the teacher. Okay, the person who added, okay, this value indicates the person who added, the whatever it is, age or weight, whatever the conditions they give. Okay, this is what you will get. You know, you might get, okay, you might need the reason like why we are multiplying this one with 15 and this one with 36 means very simple. You know, this one indicates the extra person. Okay, if you observe this is also a chocolate method. I mean, the simple shortcut. This extra person, okay, needs to have 15 chocolates. While, okay, when average is increased by 1, So increased by 1 means entire class should be increased by 1, right? So that's the reason I multiplied this with entire class strength. Okay, that is the only logic, but it is easy for you to understand. You just write count and average, take left hand side difference and right hand side difference. Left hand side difference multiplied with last number, right hand side difference multiplied with the first number, so that you will easily understand this particular logic, and even you will not feel difficult, you will not get any confusions of understanding logic while you are writing in the exam. Okay, it will be easy for you to remember, very simple. Okay, so 15 plus 36 will gives you 51. So that's what the teacher's age is. So answer is 51. Now you might get, okay, so different ways of calculating. See, one is the traditional method. So always I'll not suggest students to go with the traditional method because it is taking very long. Okay, there are so many steps involved in that. So better go with a shortcut. Okay, so but you should know how to apply it, how to solve by using formula as well. That's the reason I have given an explanation for that. Okay, I hope you all are done with this. Let's move on to the next one. I'll give the similar kind of question. Okay, let's try it and post your answers in the chat box. Okay, almost similar, just only condition got changed. Try it, guys. Yes, I got one answer from Durga Prasad 32. Here the question given as average of 5 employees age is 27. If one employee is excluded, average age becomes 25. The age of excluded one. Yes, now I am getting answers as 35. Very good. Yes, almost more than 10 answers I got. Super. Okay, so the same question. Okay, if you want like how we can solve this, obviously like formula method, that you all know that. I don't want to explain this formula method and for remaining questions. Okay, let's go with the chocolate method, like two different ways of understanding the question. Let's consider there are how many employees we have. There are 5 employees, right? So 5 employees, average age is 27 years. Okay, average age of 5 employees is 27 years. Now as I said, okay, so each employee is having 27 chocolates, right? So first person, second person, third, fourth and fifth person. So all 5 employees, each person is having 27 chocolates. That's the reason average became 27. I'm assuming that. Okay, now what happened is one employee is excluded. What is the meaning of excluded? Means removed. We can consider removed. Okay, so one employee is left the company or removed from the company. The average became 25. Okay, they're asking about what is the age of that excluded employee. Okay, now let's consider there are 5 employees, each 27 chocolates. Let's consider this is the person who is going to left the company. Okay, now just imagine if while this person is leaving the company, if he would have taken those 27 chocolates with him and if he left the company, what about the average of remaining 4 employees? It will not change, because if he would have taken the 27 chocolates with him, if he leave the company, the remaining 24 numbers are 27, 27, 27, 27. So average will not change for remaining 4 people. But you know, according to the question, when one person removed, average became 25. Means average became 25 means for rest of the people, average became 25. Now, first person is having 25 chocolates, second person is having 25 chocolates, third person is having 25, fourth person is also having 25 chocolates, because when one person leaves the company, average of the remaining people became 25. That's what the condition given. Now what it means actually, now while leaving this particular person, while leaving the company, this person took 27 chocolates whatever he has initially. Along with that, how many extra chocolates he has taken and left the company? So from 2 chocolates from each person he would have taken, right? So 2% from the first one, 2 chocolates from the second, 2 chocolates from the third, 2 chocolates from the fourth person. So total how many extra he has taken? 8. So total 27 plus 8, 35. which indicates while leaving the company, this person took 35 chocolates and he left the company. That's the reason average of the remaining 4 got 25. Means I would say that the excluded person age is 35. So this is like one way of understanding the question, like previous whatever we discussed about chocolate method. Almost I can see entire chat box, more than 20 answers. I got it as 35 as answer. Very good. Okay, now next way, I hope you all are clear with this. Let's go with the count average method. Let's say the same procedure, count and average. Initially, how many employees are there? 5. So what is average of those 5 employees? They have given it as 27. So 5 employees age is 27. Now when one employee is excluded, count will become 4, right? Count will become 4. Now what about average? Average became 25. It was clearly given it as average becomes 25. Now you just observe here, whenever one person added, count will increase. When person excluded, count will decrease, obviously. So if it is decreased, you should take negative value. Means from 5 it became 4, so minus 1. And next from 27 it became 25, which means minus 2. So because average got also decreased, right? Now what you need to do, the same procedure, left hand side difference multiplied with 25. So minus 1 into 25 will gives you minus 25. Be careful with the symbols. Okay, sometimes when one person leaves, like average might get increase or decrease, or it may fluctuate. So you should be very careful with the symbols. Okay, so next this side we have minus 2. This minus 2 will be multiplied with 5. So it will be minus 10. So what about minus 25 and minus 10? It will gives you minus 35. So whenever you will get negative value at the final answer, please neglect that negative answer. So final answer is 35. The same procedure you can follow, but do remember, be careful with the negative or positive values. And when you will get final answer in a negative value, so neglect that and convert into positive. Or also you can consider it as mod. Okay, anything is same. Okay, because age cannot be negative. So very simple logic. Okay, I hope you all are clear with this, right? Shall we move on to the next one? Okay, so far like we solved 2 questions. One is person added completed and person removed completed. Now we'll see what actually the next question is. Person replaced. Can you read out the question and try it? I'll give you 1 minute time. Here the question given as average weight of 6 persons increases by 2.5 kg when a new person comes in place of one of them weighing 45 kgs. What is the weight of new person? Yes, I got first answer from Abhilash, 60. Very good. Yes, even Sai also posted it as 60. Okay, guys, let's try to solve together. Okay, the people who are not yet solved, okay, listen carefully. Here, if you observe the question, previous 2 questions, in the first question like teacher included, and the second question like employee excluded. So here 2 cases done. One is person added and person removed. Now we'll understand the situation here. The average weight of 6 persons, there are 6 persons in a class. Let's assume that there are 6 students in a class. The average is increased by 2.5 kgs. Okay, why average is increased? They're not talking about 6 persons. Average is 2.5 kgs. Okay, they didn't give that average of 6 persons is 2.5 kgs. Okay, they clearly mentioned that average is increased by 2.5 kgs. You know what's the reason? When new person comes in place of one of them weighing 45 kgs. Let's assume that, okay, let me take count average method. Initially, how many students are there in a class? 6 students are there in a class. You know what, basically like small mistakes that students will do is, they will consider these 6 students average is 2.5 kgs. Are they talking about 6 students average is 2.5 kgs? No. Okay, they didn't mention anything in the question. Like if you observe the question, they didn't mention that 6 students average is 2.5 kgs. They clearly mention what? 6% average is increases by 12.5, sorry, 2.5 kgs. Means initially what is the average of 6 students is, we don't know. I'm assuming it as x kgs. Okay, average weight of 6 students is x kgs. We are not so sure about that average, so I have assumed it as x kgs. Now, you know what best advantage we have in replacement problems? Count will not change, because one in place of one person, let's assume that A, B, C, D, E, F. These are the 6 friends. 6 friends. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F. These 6 friends. Okay, average is x kgs. Now what happened is, in place of old person, let's assume that the old person is F. Okay, in place of one person, new person came. Means A, B, C, D, E. These 5 friends are common, but only one person is getting replaced, right? So in place of F, can I assume it as let's say G came? Okay, means these 2 people got replaced. In place of F, G came. If you observe, remaining 5 people are same, right? So now is there any change in the count? No, because if one person added, count will increase. One person removed, count will decrease. If one person replaced, count will not change. So that is what the biggest advantage we have in replacement problems. Why? Means if count will not change, no need to take the difference, because if you take the difference also, difference is 0. 0 multiplied with any value will be 0, right? That's the reason. Okay, so what about average here? Initially 6% average is x, I assume. Now increased by 2.5 kgs, because when a new person comes in place of one of them weighing 45 kgs, means F weight is 45 kgs. They are asking about what is the weight of new person. Who is new here? G is new. So what is the weight of new person? Okay, now average is increased by 2.5 kgs. No need to take the difference in the left hand side, because even if you will take, it will be 0. 0 multiplied with this value will be obviously 0. Now what is the difference here? Plus 2.5. Okay, now this 2.5 will be multiplied with 6. 2.56 times is 15. Now don't consider this is the weight of new person. Okay, you just understand the logic here. Okay, so when old person is there, average is x. When new person came, average is increases. Average is increases by 2.5 kgs. Now if I ask you the question, out of F and G, whose weight is more? Okay, out of F and G, whose weight is more? Obviously G weight is more than F. How? Okay, because when F is there, average is just only x kgs. When G was there, average is increased by 2.5 kgs, means average is more when G was there. Obviously from this particular logic, I would say that G's weight is more than F. Okay, now how much more than F? Already we know that F weight is 45. Now G weight is how much more than 45? 15 more than 45. Whatever the logic here we got. So this indicates the difference between the ages. Okay, now I can say that G's weight is already, F weight is 45. 45 plus 15, because G weight is more than 45. How much more means 15 more. This logic will gives you how much more it is. So G's weight is, I mean new person weight is 60 kgs. Okay, so answer is option C. I hope you all are clear with this particular logic. Even if you want, you can use a formula, but it will gives you a lot of steps to calculate. Okay, are you clear about this? Because these 3 models are very, very important. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can ask me, I'll explain it again. Else, like, we'll go for the next question. Please confirm whether you all are clear about the solution or not. Yeah, very good. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Guys, whatever the questions that we are discussing now, okay, these are like very, very important, and make sure that you all are clear about these questions. Okay, once we are done with the questions, I mean the topic, I'll share the PPT in your WhatsApp group. So where there are few questions which we have not yet discussed in the class. Okay, so what's the task is, whatever the questions we discuss, you have the reference notes with you, and whatever the questions we have not discussed yet, Okay, so what you need to do is you need to practice remaining questions, and if you have any doubts, okay, let me know in the next class so that we'll discuss about those doubts. Okay, I'll share today, okay, the averages PPT in your WhatsApp group. Okay, try this question. The average temperature for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday was 40 degrees Celsius. The average for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday was 41 degrees Celsius. If the temperature on Thursday be 42 degrees, find the temperature on Monday. Okay, the same logic here. Instead of persons, what they have given? Days. Okay, days in a week. If you observe, they're talking about like temperature on, okay, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. There are 3 days. Count, average. So let's try to solve it quickly. If you understand the logic, you can maximum able to solve this question in 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds. So count is 3 days. Okay, what are those 3 days? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? 3 days average is 40 degrees. Okay, 3 days average is 40 degrees. They're talking about average for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Again, 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. This 3 days average is 41 degrees. Now, if you observe, here 3 days and here also 3 days they are talking about, means count is same. Here what happened, which category question this one is it added or removed or replaced? It is replacement. So which day is getting replaced by? Okay, yes, if you observe Tuesday, Wednesday common. Now I would say that Monday, in place of Monday, new person came. I mean, new day came, means Thursday, right? So in place of Monday, when Thursday came, average is increases by, okay, 1, right? Here it is 40, it is 41. Now which temperature is more? Is it Monday's temperature is more or Thursday's temperature is more comparatively of 2? So I would say that Thursday temperature is more than Monday, because when Thursday was there, average is 45. When Monday was there, average is 40. So obviously I would say that Thursday's temperature is more than Monday's temperature. Now how much more it is? Okay, just this shortcut will gives you. Left hand side difference not required because it is 0. Now this side difference is +1. This +1 multiplied with 3. So I would say that Thursday temperature is 3 degrees more than Monday's temperature. Or I can also change the statement. Monday temperature is 3 degrees less than Thursday's temperature. Both are same, right? Okay, Thursday temperature is 3 degrees more than Monday, or Monday temperature is 3 degrees less than Thursday. Whichever the temperature you knows, either Monday or Thursday, you can find the alternate one, right? So now understand the question. What's the last condition given? If the temperature on Thursday is 42, means they're talking about Thursday temperature is already given. So Thursday temperature is 42. What about Monday's temperature they're asking? So is that Monday greater than or less than Thursday? So obviously less than Thursday, right? Thursday is 42. Monday should be less than Thursday. How much less than Thursday? 3 degrees. So obviously Monday's temperature will be 42 minus 3, which gives you 39 degrees. So answer is 39 degrees Celsius. Okay, simple logic, guys. It's all about like how you will understand the question. Okay, so are you clear about this question? So don't get confused about here Monday and Thursday. Very simple. You just check the logic. When Monday was there, average is 40. When Thursday was there, average is 41. So which temperature is more? I would say definitely Thursday temperature is more, because when Thursday is there, more temperature in the average. That's the reason Thursday is more than Monday, or Monday is less than Thursday. Both are same. Okay. Hope you all are clear. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Can you try solving this question? Next one. Almost similar question, but only a small condition got changed. We'll see who will solve this. Yes, I got one answer from Sampath, 36. Okay, very good. Okay, so only I got one answer. I think so. Majority of the students got stuck in between these condition, right? Okay, like almost you might have get the logic. Okay, what, how much more or how much less up to that. Okay, so students might get confused about how to take this condition. Okay, that's where like might be taking a lot of time. Okay, let me explain you that. Okay, let's consider scenario count average. We'll see how difficult it is or how easy it is. Okay, so count and average 3 days. Okay, from Monday to Wednesday. Obviously, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days. Average how much? It is 37. Now, average for Tuesday to Thursday means Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So, again 3 days, average is 34. Now, if you observe, okay, so in place of Monday, which day came? Thursday. Same scenario like previous question. Okay, but you should understand one logic. Now, in place of Monday, when Thursday came, average is decreases. Okay, when Thursday was there, average is 34. When Monday was there, average is 37. Now, obviously, I would say that out of Monday and Thursday, Monday's temperature is more than Thursday's temperature if I want to compare these two, right? Okay, because when Monday was there, the average is more. Okay, now how much more? I would say that Monday temperature is more than Thursday. This is 100% sure. But how much more? Monday temperature is how much more than Thursday? Now let's take the difference. Difference not required on left hand side. Right hand side difference is -3. -3 multiplied with 3 will gives you -9. Leave about -9 or +9. You just concentrate on Monday's temperature is 9 degrees more than Thursday's temperature, or Thursday's temperature is 9 degrees less than Monday's temperature. Right? Am I right? So you just be clear about these 2 points. Now let's calculate the condition. Here, instead of giving direct value, if very simple, if I got to know that Thursday's temperature is 50 degrees, what will be the Monday's temperature? Obviously, it is 9 degrees more. So 59. Or if I give Monday temperature, it is easy for you to calculate Thursday's temperature. But instead of giving direct temperature either on Monday or Thursday, they have given a condition. So it's all about how you think about the condition. Okay, just look at the statement here. If the temperature on Thursday, was 4 by 5 times of Monday, this is what the statement given, right? Temperature on Thursday was 4 by 5 times of Monday. Don't worry. Okay, no need to do any equations and all. Okay, so Thursday, let's take Monday to the left hand side. It will become Monday. Thursday by Monday is equals to 4 by 5. Am I right? 4 by 5. Now observe, Thursday temperature is, if I assume Thursday's temperature is 4 degrees, Monday temperature will be 5 degrees because it should be in the ratio 4 by 5. Now, Monday temperature is how much more than Thursday? I can only see here only 1 degrees more than Thursday's temperature. Monday temperature is more than Thursday, but how much more it is? Only 1 degree more. But according to our logic, Monday temperature should be how much more? It should be 9 degrees more, right? So how can you convert that 1 to 9? Just multiplied with 9. Just multiplied with 9. Now I can say that Thursday by Monday is equals to 4 9 times is 36. 5 9 times is 45. Now check if you want. So Monday temperature and Thursday temperature 36 by 45. If you want, you can cross check 36 by 45 or 4 by 5. Both are possessing the same ratio format. And if you observe the difference, Monday temperature is how many degrees more than Thursday's temperature? 9 degrees. Now condition satisfied. They're asking about what is Thursday's temperature. So it is 36 degrees temperature. Or if they would have asked you what is the Monday's temperature, answer is 45. But here they are asking about what is the temperature on Thursday. So Thursday's temperature is 36, or else Monday temperature is 45. So I hope you all are clear with this. I think so. Almost up to this particular point, almost everybody does, right? So only confusion that many students will get is about this particular condition. How to take this condition? They might have substituted m value or Thursday's value in different formats, but no need to do all those equations. You can simply solve it by taking the ratio. Okay, guys, can you confirm? Are you clear about this? Shall we move on to the next one? Yeah. Okay, I'll explain it again. Okay, so no need to worry. So just 1 minute. So here what we did is almost these points you all are you might be clear about these logics. Okay, here 3 days 37, 3 days 34. Now here if you take the differences, 3 times is 9. Now we got to know that here answer is 9, but what actually this 9 indicates? When Monday was there it is 37, when Thursday was there it is 34. Okay, Monday temperature is greater than Thursday's temperature. How much greater? 9 degrees. So Monday temperature is 9 degrees more than Thursday's temperature, right? Now you just keep point in your mind. So here they have given this Thursday is equals to 4 by 5 times of Monday. Now Thursday by Monday will become 4 by 5. So what I'm checking is, we already got to know that Monday temperature is more than Thursday. How much? 9 degrees. But here what's the condition according to the question they have given? Monday temperature is more than Thursday, but only by 1 degree. Okay, so I want that difference to be 9 degrees. So what I did is I multiplied with 9. So if I multiply entire ratio with 9, not only numerator, so I will get 9 4s are 36, 9 5s are 45. If you want, you can check. Now Thursday temperature is 9 degrees more than 45. That's how I got the ratio of 36 by 45. And don't get confused here, 36 by 45 or 4 by 5 both are same. If you want, you can cancel it again, you will get 4 by 5. But according to our condition, the difference should be 9, so that in order to make the condition to be in our comfort zone, so I convert that 1 to 9. So 36 by 9, which means the difference is 9. If they would have asked the question, what is the temperature on Monday, it should be 45. So, but the actual question they have given it as Thursday. So Thursday's temperature is 36 degrees temperature. Sai, are you clear now? Yes, I hope even remaining people are done. Yeah, very good. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Can you try this question? Okay, actually in this question, if you observe, we have discussed three different categories. One is person added, person removed, and person replaced. Which category, I mean this question comes in which category? Either person added or removed or replaced. Can you guess? Average weight of 3 men, ABC is 48. If another man D joins the group, average becomes 80. If another man E, whose weight, yes, added and replaced. Very good. Yes, here it is a combination of the question. Okay, it's not only added, it's not only replaced. Here, if you observe the question, okay, just let's split the question into two different categories. Because if you read entire conditions, you might get confused like while solving this question. So let's divide into two different categories. Okay, let's leave about last part. Okay, only read about the first two lines. Okay, the average weight of three men A, B, C. Okay, I'm just taking the count here. Okay, so count average. How many people are there? Three men. Who are those? A, B, C. These three members, okay, these three members average is 84 kgs. The average weight of three members is 84 kgs. Now what happens is another man D joins the group. Okay, if another man D joins the group, average now becomes 80 kgs. Okay, if another man D joins the group, average becomes 80 kgs. Now up to this particular point, okay, this question belongs to added part. Okay, because here what happening, three members average is 84. Now one more person added, the name is D, means A, B, C, D is there now. Okay, new person added, the four members average became 80. Okay, 80 kgs. Now what you will do basically to calculate that extra person, okay, the person who added D, D's weight, you will get it just by taking the differences. Here +1, here the difference is -4. Okay, so you should be very careful while taking pluses and minus. Okay, so here +1 multiplied with 80. So 1 into 80, 80 plus, sorry, it's not plus, -4 multiplied with 3 will gives you -12. So 80 minus 12 which will gives you 68. So I would say that, so D's weight is 68 kgs. We got to know that D weight is 68 kgs. Means half of the question completed. Now if you observe, three men average weight is 84, another man D joins a group, average becomes 80. So we find it out. So D's weight is 68 kgs. Now continue the question. Okay, now half of the part is done, 50% of our solution is done. Next, if another man E, they're talking about another man E, new person now. If another man E, whose weight is 3 kgs more than D, okay, means already we know that D weight is 68. What about E weight? They're talking about E's weight is 3 kgs more than D, means 3 kgs more than D. So E weight is equals to 71. So I got to know that E weight is also 71 kgs. So next, here if another man E, whose weight is 3 kgs more than that of D, replaces A. Now here initially 3 members are there, new person added, now 4 people are there. I am writing these 4 people again here. So A, B, C, D. So these 4 members average is 80, already known. Okay, so we don't have space there, so I am writing it here. So 4 members average is 80 kgs. Now they are talking about if another man E, whose weight is 3 kgs more than D, replaces A. Okay, who is replacing A? E. So I would say that now E is replacing A, remaining 3 people are same, E, B, C, D are left out. So if you want, you can check, replaces A, the average weight of B, C, D, E. Okay, means B, C, D, E. These 4 members average weight become, okay, means again 4 members average weight is 79 kgs. Now if you observe, this part is all about person added. Now here what happening? The person is getting replaced. So instead of A, new person came into the picture. The person name is E. Okay. Now because of A, when E replaces A, average is decreases. Now simply I can say that when A was there, average is 80. When E was there, average is 79. Obviously whose weight is more? I can say that A weight is more. Okay, A weight is more than E, because how? So you can observe clearly it was visible. When A was there, average is 80. When E was there, average is 79. Okay, now it was clearly saying that A's weight is more than E's weight. Already we got to know that E weight is 71. What's the question is? Average weight of A. They're talking about what is the weight of A. Weight of A is more than E's weight. Okay, so already we got to know that this person's weight is 71. They're asking us to find A's weight. Now take the difference. Okay, how much more? A weight is how much more than E? So the difference is 0, this side, and this side is -1. -1 multiplied with 4. So which will be -4. leave about -4 or +4, I can clearly say that A weight is 4 kgs more than E, or E weight is 4 kgs less than A. Both are same. Now already we got to know that E's weight is 71 kgs. Now if they are asking us to find what is the weight of A, I can surely say that A weight is more than E, E weight is 71. How much more? 4 more. So 71 plus 4, 75 kgs. So the weight of A is 75 kgs. So if you observe, it's not like very much complicated. Here they have given two different questions in a clubbing together in a single question. So this part belongs to addition and this part belongs to replacement. Hope you understand this question, right? Did you get that logic here? Everyone, can you please confirm? Did you understand this? Yeah. Yes, very good. Okay. This is how, guys, like we have different set of questions even in averages. Yesterday we solved almost completely different part. Okay, which means consecutive numbers, average, all the part we discussed. And this is like something like new category today we solved. And you know, there are a few more important questions left out. Okay, that to be discussed. Okay, we'll continue our class in we'll continue in tomorrow's class the same topic. So there are few more important questions left out in averages. So we'll continue the same part. Okay, by tomorrow we'll wind up this particular topic. Okay, so by tomorrow we'll complete the concept of averages. Okay, and I will tell you, like, we'll have a small test in the app. We have a CVCORP app. So once after completion of the concept of averages tomorrow, okay, I will tell you like how can you practice. Okay, how can you take up the test? How can you view the marks, everything and all. I will brief you regarding this CVCORP app in tomorrow's class. Okay, so that's it for today. Okay, so I'll share the PPT if possible in your WhatsApp group. So if you want, you can practice the remaining questions and you can take up the questions like whatever the doubts you have in the tomorrow's class. Tomorrow we'll try to complete the entire concept and also we'll have some 10 to 15 minutes doubts clarification session on averages concept, so that even if you have any doubts, we'll clarify those doubts in the class itself. Okay. Thank you guys. Happy evening all. And don't leave the session. Okay. So Satish sir wants to talk with you all just for 2 minutes. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.